Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to learn that how to host an Angular application on the IIS server. So let's get started. Before you begin, make sure your development environment includes Node.js, Visual Studio Code and NPM package manager. You can easily download these required applications and packages to start work with Angular. So what you have to do, just open your browser or any Google any browser to download the required application. So to download the Node.js, you have to just type nodejs.org, and I will also attach this document and will give these links in my description box and also in the first top comment. So from there you can easily download and install. So you can easily download the Node application from here. So just download and install it. When the installation process completed, to check that the Node.js has been successfully installed in your system, just open your command prompt by typing window+R, or otherwise you can simply search the CMD. So open the command prompt and type node space -- version. So it will return the node version, that our current version is this. Now your Node.js has been installed successfully. And another one is the editor. You can use any other editor, but I prefer that Visual Studio Code is very nice for the starting development. So you can easily download it from the code.visualstudio.com, and you can easily get it from here and install it. So when you done this process, what you have to do to start an Angular application, just go to in your drive. You can go into any drive and just create a blank folder over there to start the Angular applications. So over here I am creating one folder, Angular app, and go into that particular folder and just type the CMD in that address bar, or otherwise you can also go into that particular location from the outside area. So just go into that location, and to open this folder in the Visual Studio Code, what you have to do, just type code space dot. So it will open in the Visual Studio Code. Then what you have to do, install the Angular globally in your PC. Now you have to install the Angular packages in your PC to work with the Angular. So what you have to do, you have to just type this command, npm install -g at angular/cli. Over here -g means globally, means the npm packages will be installed for the Angular in globally in your PC. So go to that command prompt, or otherwise you can also install from here. So open the Visual Studio Code and go to view, then terminal, and then simply just type the command npm install -g at angular/cli. So it will download all the required Angular packages into your PC. It will take some time, will depend on your internet speed to load all the packages from internet. So your Angular packages will be installed in your PC, and then you can easily create any type of Angular application. For more details, you can also prefer the document, which I will give the link for your basic startup. So you can easily get the idea about the Angular, that how to start the application, what is the Angular, and what are the features of the Angular. So it is installing. It will take some time. Angular has been installed in your system. Now what you have to do, you have to create a Angular application. So what you have to do for that, just type this command ng new and your project name. So just type ng new and whatever name you want to put your project's name, that is app, ng new and project name, and press enter. Then the Angular application will be created. It will ask for the routing. If you want to do the routing, then press yes, otherwise you can also do N. For no, you can select any package, and see your application has been created over here. This is the folder structure of the Angular application, which I will explain in my next video. Guys, nowadays Angular framework is very popular and in the market, so mostly every company following working on the Angular, so it has a good scope if you have the skill of Angular. So just start the basic and you can learn it by yourself. No need of any extra training or any seminar or anything else. You can directly learn from the internet or with the help of YouTube. So it is a good scope in the market nowadays, because the development is very easy and it have lots of features. Because of that, it's very famous, becoming day by day. Yeah, your application has been created successfully. Now what you have to do, you have to run your application that is the basic application. Now what you have to do, you have to go to your project directory. So go to your project directory, simply type cd, and if you will press the space then tab, then your go to that location. Now type ng serve. So your application will directly run in the browser. Your application is being compiling. See, now your application has been created successfully. If you will find this page, so it means that your application has been created successfully. Now our first phase has been completed, that we have successfully created our basic application for to deployment the Angular application on the IIS. Now what you have to do to publish this application on the IIS, what you have to do, you have to build first this application by running a simple command, that is ng build. When you will build this application, it will create a folder in your project structure that will be named as dist. Yeah, now see, the dist folder has been created, and the required published files has been also created over here. Now what you have to do, you have to use this folder only for the deployment. So what you have to do, go to this location where we create the blank folder. Now when you will open this application, then you will find the dist folder, and you will see that over here the published folder structure has been created. Now what you have to do, you have to just copy this folder, or otherwise you can also provide the location of this folder. Now what you have to do, you have to install the IIS on your machine. So our next phase will be start over here, that install the IIS on your machine. First check that if your system has the IIS or not. So press window and just type IIS. If installed, then it will show the Internet Information Service Manager over here. Otherwise what you have to do, simply go to your control panel. I will provide these steps in my description, so no need to worry. Go to your control panel, then uninstall program. Now in the left side, what you have to do, select the turn Windows feature on or off. So when you will click on it, it will open a pop-up. from there you have to search the Internet Information Service. See, this will be here. By default it will be deselected. Now what you have to do, just select this and click OK. So it will install the required packages for the IIS. So I have already installed. Now what you have to do, just press the window button and type IIS. So your IIS server has been installed on your system. Now what you have to do, open this structure that is in the left side, click on the sites. Now what you have to do, you have to click on the site and create a website. Guys, it is compulsory that you have to follow this step that I will explain you. Now whatever site name you can specify, it is not compulsory that you have to put a specific name. Site name will be user defined. So I am writing over here my new Angular app and provide the physical path. It should be compulsory that in C drive you have to compulsory select this path, init pub and www root. So just select the path and assign the IP address. So just select this will be your system's IP address. So it means we are publishing our application locally. So just select that IP address and specify a particular port. So I am just specifying over here that 4325. My port has been defined over here, and just click OK. So your new website has been created. Under the website, what you have to do, you have to create an application. So right click on it and select the add application. Now this is compulsory that you have to give the alias name of your base URL. Let me first define over here, then I will explain that where you have to define that alias name. So my demo app, and just copy this name because it will be helpful for you. Now select the physical path that we created our dist folder. So go to into that directory, and whatever folder we created, go to into that in our application. What is the name of our application? Yeah, my demo Angular app. In Angular app, my demo Angular app. In Angular app, my demo Angular app, and select the dist folder. Under that, sometimes you have this folder within is, otherwise it will be all the file will be outside the folder. Means if there is no any internal folder, then just select the dist, otherwise select the internal folder that contains all the files. Click OK, then press OK. Now your application has been created. But listen, if you will not define the alias name in as a your base href, then just see the example that what will happen. Now if you will run your application by right clicking on your application and browse, then it will generate a blank page, means you will not be visible your application. So for that, what you have to do, go to your that dist folder, dist my Angular application, and open the index page, edit, and see here the base URL has been defined. So what you have to do, just type that name which we assigned as a alias name in our application and slash. This is the compulsory process to host the IIS application on the the Angular application on IIS, and save it. Or otherwise what you have to do, you can directly assign the name in your project structure, that src index page, and over here base URL. So just build and assign this name and then build. So it will assign, then when you will build, so it will be generated in your dist folder. Now just run that application and find that what will happen. So your application has been hosted over here and this is your IP. So that's all guys. Otherwise, if you have any error in this, sometimes you have any error, so what you have to do, you have to install the URL rewrite for your application. If you face any error after these steps, so what you have to do, you have to install the URL rewrite. So I will provide the link for that. You can download the URL rewrite for iOS. If not, so just you can also type simply URL rewrite for iOS. Just click the any link and download it from here. Install this extension. This is for the for the iOS. You can read it out, the use of the URL rewrite, and just install it and then run your application. So your application will be run after installing the URL rewriting if you face any error, otherwise it will run. So that's all guys. If you have any doubt or any query related to this video, you can comment me and also ask me to provide any other video on any other topic. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.